I've met some of my best friends of life here in the Honors College. I spend time in the library with my friends. That's where I met them, actually, in the library. The Honors College Kitchen is a lifesaver. I recommend making grilled cheese sandwiches in the oven. It is nice to have a hub on campus. Hey, Paula.
Lately, I've started going for the shot in the dark, or the double shot in the dark. That's shots of espresso into black coffee. I only had to pull 2 all-nighters last year. Both of them were pulled at night library, and the next morning was spent recuperating in the Honors College library, because they have some couches in there, and I feel more comfortable falling asleep on those couches.
As a result of the work ethic I developed here in the Honors College, in an interview, for example, they'll say, "Are you in the Honors College?" And I'll say, "Yes," and they'll go, "Oh, really?" You know, they perk up a little bit. So I don't think it hurts. I will tell you that much. I don't think it hurts.
Clark Honors College Student Association is all-inclusive. Every student belongs. We have these events so everybody can meet from different majors, from different years. You know, we build these friendships that may last, lifetimes. We have events like Honored Authors, in which authors come in and talk about their work. I just hopped in on one. I was just around the HC one day, and Miriam Grishow showed up. I had never heard of her before, I've never read the book, and I got a copy of it. I got to talk with her, and it just made the book that much more powerful that I had heard in the writer's own words. Our best event each year is the Shakespeare trip down to Ashland. We see usually 2 plays. Also, we usually try to do a beach cleanup, and we're looking at doing some other service activities in the Eugene area. The CHCSA gives you the full Oregon experience. You get that Eugene experience, you can go to Saturday Market with the group, or you can go to the coast.
Eugene is built in these little pockets, and I think we have a really nice one right over here next to the university on 13th, and I've definitely taken advantage of that. The bus system is free to you as students, which is huge. You take your ID card and you take it with you on the bus. Valley River Center, or VRC, has a movie theater. You get there on the bus. Gateway Mall also has a discount theater, which is about $1.25 per person, or on Monday nights it's 75 cents.
So I've actually been working on this thesis project for a couple years now. I started partway through my sophomore year. We are studying these probe particles and how they move around in this polymer called polybutadiene. In plain language, we want to watch little glowing dots move around in a liquid.
Yeah, so I'm looking off on a nice bright glowing spot.
The question we're trying to address has been around and has been debated for many, many years. So, if we can contribute a small part to answering that, that would be great. I see it being a great opportunity to learn about the thesis process, not as an undergraduate student, but for graduate school, because this is the type of thing I will be doing as a graduate student. I really enjoy it. I like the people I'm working with. I like the subject matter. It's basically bumbling around in the dark with green lights and seeing what you can find.
My thesis was about the Inside Out Prison Exchange Program, which is a national program that takes college and university students into prisons across the country. I've taken all of my classes for all of my life with the same kinds of students, and all of a sudden I was in a classroom with people who were incarcerated at a maximum security prison. There were people that had been incarcerated since they were 16 or 17 and hadn't had a chance to finish high school, and now were finally coming back to their studies. My thesis project was about Inside Out and had it in 3 parts. One was focused on the pedagogy and the theory of Inside Out. One was more focused on the experiences of the students in the classroom. The third part of my thesis was putting together this magazine that is art, literature, and testimony from the Inside Out classes that are taught at the University of Oregon. Part of my research for this project will be directly applied in some of the actual Inside Out program policies and practices in the future. I'm starting my master's program, my graduate study here, continuing at the University of Oregon, and will be in the fall starting as a GTF. Because I was able to choose to do anything, I chose something that I absolutely love. I've had incredible adventures, went abroad. I learned as much traveling as I did in class, and I learned as much writing my thesis as I did traveling, and 4 years goes so fast. That's why I'm staying. I wasn't ready to be done yet.
I just got back about a week ago from Querétaro, Mexico. My sister and I both went down there. She's in the honors college as well. She's going to be a sophomore this year. The summer program was great. We just studied for 6 weeks and got a full year of Spanish done. I don't have time to do that in a normal year. Once we were accepted into the program, we made appointments with the health center, and it was super easy going to the health center to get our shots. My sister and I stayed in separate host families, but in the same neighborhood, and both of them were just so welcoming and really patient as I was starting to learn the language. They threw me this huge fiesta. We had this dance party the day before I left. We swam under waterfalls and got lost in the jungle for 2 hours. We got to see pyramids. It was great. I think it's really important to not only learn the language better, but to really kind of put yourself out of your comfort zone. I met a friend that's from Egypt in Mexico, so he invited me to come and visit. And the Honors College offers many scholarships for studying abroad, and along with Oregon Hall, just check in. Financial aid is willing to help. They want you to study abroad.